Can they high five on the way? Artemis and Noel. Or at least Artemis will put his hand up for a high five.
I will accept the 5.
Yes.
But also about that magnet.
Yeah.
I want my gun, goddammit.
You want what?
I can't be swinging no pipes. Look at me, I'm a smackhead. Look at my arms.
Do you think having the gun when we go up there will make you feel more secure?
No, I just want a gun. There's nothing emotional about it. Just want it. Just want it.
His answer was basically, I'm more concerned about down here feeling.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll give it to you, but if I need it to fucking kill something...
I was in the army for 3 whole months.
So Noel is running around pointing the gun at people, just so you guys know.
Ultimate power. It's not loaded though.
Yes, it is.
If he does indeed think it's not loaded and fires at any point, do tell me. We go to Suchiko's turn.
First of all, is this only connected to the father? Second of all, how is this connected to the father? Like, are all of these organs that connect to the same huge organism throughout the house, or there's some other kind of connection we don't know about?
It's tying to something bigger. You think each of these structures are independent. They can be ruined for the weakening of a bigger creature. However, if you were to destroy the bigger creature's ties to all these different organisms, these organisms will continue to do what they want and what they do, but otherwise they seem to be connected to this bigger organism that probably has genetic influences mostly of Norman Trummond.
So there are some parts of the wall that are covered, some parts that are not covered. How is the connection between these things?
If you remember, even previously, you found out one of the reasons why, like for 100 years, most apartments and stuff have stayed up is because there's been some sort of biological growth in the walls themselves. And this house is no exception. The fabric within the walls also is connected to this bigger being and to the rest of these systems.
So basically, Normand is throughout the whole house. He's the house, basically.
You believe that he is the house, but you think the different sections of the house could be disconnected from him rather than just destroyed. Should you want to make use of any of them?
How we can disconnect them? Do I have any ideas?
You need to find where the main nervous connections between all these systems and the being is, and you think that's closer to the being than to these systems to safely disconnect them. You need to find the being first.
So I inform everyone of what I have learned.
Artemis will be confused by the being, and do you mean the brain? What exactly do you mean?
I mean Norman. I'm not sure if he has something as traditionally called a brain, but whatever is the center of his being.
Is this worth using one of the DNA pods?
I don't think so. I think I've learned everything there is to learn about.
Okay. I will go with your plan of action.
Thank you.
Artemis, Noel, and the other Cinder.
Cinder tells Noel that it's loaded and to chill the fuck out.
Fine. I will put it away.
Whisper to Cinder. You shouldn't say that to someone with a gun.
I could take it.
Is this reckless, Cinder?
Yeah,
Commence
absolutely.
eye rolling.
So, what are the actions?
He shall be reading about the thing in the office. About the Machete Company.
You know that there's not much written about the Machete Company in the system, but the order was placed again along with multiple other orders that didn't reach the house, and you do believe that there is nothing else of the kind scathed in the house. This is the only thing, but it was bought together with something along the lines of a backpack that you found the outline of that could be used as a portable fridge to preserve food in.
Interesting. Do we know anything about in this building where they would keep the extra supplies that they would like receive in the post? So like anything they haven't unpacked potentially?
Do you ask that out loud?
Sure.
No, you would know that from the structure of the house, there probably was an auto unloading system in the storeroom first floor that then would transfer the items onto the storeroom in the basement, and then from the basement anything could be requested down to the shelter.
Yeah, I'll tell everyone.
How many actual MREs do we have?
4 days for all of you.
That's not great.
I mean, the walls are made of meat. How bad could this really go?
Mutated meat.
If you cook anything good enough, it's a steak.
I really hope we can explore that lift so one of us can go up to the first floor. Very handy.
Yeah, I mean, it can fit one of us into it.
Do we know what's wrong with the lift?
The ones that connect the basement to the shelter, those are just blocked by material that you can then later clear out with power tools. You need to be in the basement to clear them down to the shelter. But the ones that go from the basement to the first floor, you haven't inspected them.
I'm gonna ask Cinder to come with me.
That is easily done.
Artemis, are you going with them?
Yes.
All right, you go up to the basement. Sachiko, what do you want to inspect?
So first, can I eat the skin?
If it's cooked, there'll be less danger of infections.
So I can't just go to the boiler room and sit down and eat the skin while the father is screaming, yes?
You could, but there are just chances of infection and a very upset stomach.
Damn, I really wanted to do that. I want to... how many post-apocalyptic footages are there?
Just one.
Just one.
A very short one, in fact.
Okay, I checked that one.
It starts, everything is on lockdown with the metal plates over them as well, the same metal plates that when you guys were there, a welder was used on them to open them. And you see the family come out, first a bit disturbed, but also very happy to see each other again, as if there was some problem with the system that perhaps was keeping them in a hubless system, just like you guys, before they could come out of the pods. When they do, the father proceeds to go to the security room firsthand. He checks the interface in the security room, seems to notice something missing, goes to the computer, starts checking the computer, and he stares at the camera up ahead in the office room. And then from there on, you see every camera turn off from something he changes in the computer, and you think he goes to take them off.
Can't I see what he was looking at when he was scared?
You think he was looking at the computer through the hack logs, which was one of the things that you guys had access to.
Oh.
This is a very short clip. However, it does show you every room in this place post-apocalypse.
So we know that they came out of the pod, saw something is wrong, and then went into the status. Now something else might have happened in between.
Noel, Cinder, and Artemis.
Does she seem like she's still busy upstairs?
Yeah, in fact, Noel, you hear that Amelia is probably on the second floor, and you think she's hitting something in an angry way, and then just starts messing around in the first floor.
And she seems distracted.
Alright. Who has the best sneak out of all of us?
She doesn't have high senses anyway.
Sachiko, can you come up here, hon?
Suchiko comes up.
We will give a brief description of what we're trying to do.
Oh, this seems easy.
There are 2 elevators. One that comes from the first floor down to this floor. There are no signs of Norman's skin anywhere. However, there's another elevator that goes down to the shelter. That one has Feely's skin in it. And that's the one that Cinder, the reckless Cinder, stole the items from. Are you going to try to go up to the one on the ceiling? If yes, you would need someone to give you, help you up.
Isn't there anything that I can just place under my...
Everything was taken out by Cinder. However, you can try to move a shelf close to the thing and then climb the shelf.
No. I'll get you up.
Okay.
Gets you up.
Scope it out. See if there's any skin. See where it goes.
Yeah?
You can easily see towards the end of it that it's gonna reach the storeroom in the first floor, which would be room 15. And you see a body stuck in the vent. You instantly know it was probably dragged into this place, and it seems to have a burnt note on it, similar to the notes that Amelia leaves around. There seems to be ruined armor on his body. You think this body had mutations going on in it that are related to a sort of oily secretion that you found in the poop. And the body seems very old, but very well preserved, and otherwise mostly eaten by something that had electric burn bites. There's a part of the body that was perhaps rigged and trapped to explode and had exploded when bitten into.
So, no skin, yes?
Nope, none.
Is it possible for me to drag the body down with me?
Yeah?
Is the elevator shaft large enough for me to drop the body?
It would be a little troublesome, but yeah, sure.
I loosen the body and let it go down the elevator shaft.
All right, you fall with it this time with the dice. But Cinder, which one do you catch?
Is that really a question you need to ask?
So yeah, you grab Sachiko, not successful. The body hits the ground, and it's there.
I'm going to listen to see if Amelia changes her pattern.
She's going around on the first floor, sometimes going to the second floor, and then seems to even at some point perhaps even leave the house.
But it doesn't seem like she noticed.
Nope.
Okay.
So can I go up the shaft again?
Why don't we push the body and the note into the boiler room so we have it?
Can Artemis read the note?
Yeah, sure. I just want to scout the room 15 before everyone else goes there.
Okay, Cinder will lift you back up.
Artemis, you find certain words on the note. Most of it is burnt off. It seems to be, weird enough, a letter written by Amelia to Amelia that was supposed to be from this corpse's perspective. Quickly, a connection in your mind is made to the other note that Cinder found, where Amelia claims to hide her guests and lovers in the house, and as if she brought in guests and lovers. But not much else is, able to be read from this paper. It's destroyed.
All right.
And Noel, you see Sachiko go up that elevator, but you still haven't gotten a look at it because
Yeah,
you
I'm
haven't
gonna-
gone to the storeroom.
I'm gonna go ahead and get some inspection going on.
You think that this one is definitely functional, this elevator, but you think that the main computer probably should have access to this. If you were to find the main computer in the house, it might allow you access to just bring anything with this automatic system down from the storeroom to this storeroom.
Using the chip, well, Artemis will go downstairs so he doesn't fuck his morale. Does he know where the main computer is?
Both of you, just by inspecting the general structure and also knowing what you know about Norman, you think it's probably in the office, second floor.
Cool.
So Cinder in the boiler room is going to look over the corpse, see what's going on there. The other Cinder is in the boiler room waiting to catch Sachiko.
You notice some elements of clothing and armor, and you can easily associate it with armor and such that you had seen lying around in the post-apocalypse. It's very likely that it was someone that Amelia probably picked off from early apocalypse, but something probably kept it from decomposing.
The ass juice kept it from decomposing.
We go to Sachiko.
I want to be inside the shaft and also hidden from if there is anything in the room. I don't want to be seen.
Up, piles of wood just ready for construction, different types. Down, big game construction material, professional and like big game structure tools. You can even use these for like road work and stuff. Down, you see a system that is used for auto unloading. You think from trucks and from other vehicles, they could unload things without even disturbing the family. A company could put material into the house and then it would be delivered into the storeroom. To the left, a garbage chute. There's a bad smell coming from it. To the right, you see lots of tiles, decorative stuff, ceramic, and waterproof material, just lots of construction material. And also, one of the many order boxes that Norman had ordered to bring into the house, one of them is here.
Sachiko looks at the pile of wood and she has one finger up. So tell me, how high from the ground is the pile of wood?
Is stacked up. It could go very high if one was to climb it.
Puts up another finger. If someone were to hide inside that pile of wood, would it be a very tight place?
Yep, it would be.
A third finger up. She looks at the garbage chute next. Is that high from the ground?
No, it's not too high.
Okay. So garbage chute is not. The construction tools, do they go high off the ground?
The construction tools do go high off the ground.
And I guess if someone hides inside construction material, that also counts as tight, yes?
That does seem tight, yeah?
And the last one?
It's not high.
Oh, right. So where is the order box?
The order box is on the ground. It's big and wide, but closed up, locked up. It seems like the handles haven't been touched for a very long time. You could undo it.
How is it that you can get it inside the elevator shaft?
It could be moved by the mechanism itself if access to the computer was granted.
All right, so it's impossible basically for Sachiko to try and get it down
Oh, she's
sneakily.
way too weak. No.
Sachiko goes down the elevator shaft and she says, let me warn you that there is a very high possibility that the boy might be hiding in that room. 2 spots that match exactly his MO.
Artemis looks at Reckless Cinder.
Am I doing this alone, or does anybody else want to go up?
Have fun, man.
I mean, I'm the only one who can sneak, and we can make an educated guess that Logan is even harder to kill than Emilia, so I don't think we want to alert him if he's in that pile of wood.
Okay, so maybe we work on Amelia before going to Logan.
I thought maybe we could go up, set the wood on fire, then come down.
The only concern is the whole place catching fire, but
Do we have any gasoline?
You do have access to a little bit of gasoline, yeah?
Hasn't Noel already sniffed all of it?
My drugs have purpose. Points loaded gun.
No,
Brat brat.
no. I will take that thing away if you are not responsible.
I could kill all of us, including myself, in that time.
Stop being a dumb duck, Noel.
You're grounded, young lady.
The non-reckless Cinder and the other Cinder go back into the boiler room, and then she takes all the Clay Nova packs and hides them.
Artemis.
wine cellar.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and follow.
Reckless will go with Artemis and Noel.
Oh yeah. Close the door behind us.
You close the door. No longer can you hear the flow of air. However, the trash that it brought in is still inside.
Actually, I can keep some of the trash to use as my confetti shit. I'll just start doing a thorough search of each of the different areas.
With the fridge, most of the sodas seem completely fine. And the elevator seems to have lots of items within a bag. It looks like the same type of bag you guys saw from underneath. And
There's skin touching it.
all around it. If you were to pull it out, it would be easy, but it would alert Amelia.
Unless we use more of the drugs.
Is there any pallets or anything I can stack the colas up in?
You can take the big crate, fill it up with all the sodas and stuff, and then carry that out.
I shall do that if there's no skin touching it.
Nope, there's no skin touching it.
How stuck in the elevator shaft is the bag? How much skin is surrounding it? Are we going to be able to numb it all?
You know that this place would need 4 because it goes in a bowl shape all around.
I could mix it with blue mushrooms, though, to make it stronger.
Good idea. You're out of the blue paste now. Let's say you can use 2 pink cokes for the job.
Give it to Cinder, because this is my job now.
Alright, let's get what we need out of here first. Bring the crate back in just in case this doesn't work.
Alright.
Because we need somewhere low to hide.
We go to Sachiko.
So Suchiko turns to Cinder and asks, so have you noticed what Emilia is protecting herself with?
The skin.
What is stopping us from using David's skin as armor for ourselves?
It's not a bad idea at all, Lovely.
Can you make armor? Because I sure as fuck can.
Jack of all trades. You definitely have some skills in trying to make yourself a vest, maybe with the help of Artemis. You could make different types of shields in any form that you would like. The more complex, the more chances of some resources going to waste.
I want to learn anything I can about David while I'm skinning it.
This type of skin that he's growing has been growing on him like calluses further and further over his wounds as well. There are different strains of the virus within this beast that left influences and then disappeared over time. You think this is one of the oldest beings that you've discovered, and what you can guess from it is there are many strains of virus. In some way, they learn from one another. Some of them seem to have disappeared. You think they might even fight with one another or might have opposing forces. But either way, it seems to have worked harmonious enough for this creature to live so far.
We know that Logan was the first to mutate. We know that there is some emotional distress from the beacon causing the mutations to go on. But can I guess if the baby had a separate and unrelated cause of his mutations?
He was definitely infected before the distress then caused it to activate.
I suggest to Cinder that we carry the skinless corpse into the fridge with the rest of the family.
You guys take it back to the freezer, seal it up, and now you guys have the skin on your hands and you can do whatever you might want with it.
Yeah, let's wait till everybody's back.
Artemis, Other Cinder, and Noel.
Should we let other people know?
Let them know about the drinks, you mean?
Know about our plan to get the bag? Or do we just want to...
I'm sure we could get away with it alone. They might just have a bit of a problem with it, so let's just go to it.
Sure. Let's do it.
And it's all prepared, Noel.
It's all prepared, Cinder.
I'm gonna make sure that the box that we took out is in the exact same position that it was, just in case. Cinder will go about spraying and dousing the skin.
The skin is now numb.
She's going to pull the backpack out.
Now it's yours. No one has been alerted.
She'll put the backpack on, and she will look down into the elevator. Is there anything hanging in there?
Nothing else noteworthy, just lots of different types of trash that's been thrown there. But now that this has been taken out, you know that each of the elevators can be repaired if Noel wanted them to.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and open the door, look both ways, see if anything has changed.
Nothing seems to have been changed.
I go into the boiler room.
All right, you're back with everyone, and you've got yourself the backpack.
Alright. Who's opening it?